Yes. Did you learn the difficult words yesterday what I have given? What is the name of the lesson we started yesterday? Yes, children? Yes. Means of transport. So yesterday I have explained what is the meaning of means of transport. Yes. Means of transport means the mode of vehicles which we use to move from one place to other place or to go from one place to other place, also to carry or transport goods. Okay, that is called means of transport. And we also have seen the importance of means of transport. Yes. Now, yesterday we have learned about means of transport of three types. Okay, so only one type we have learned. So what is that? Means of transport? Yes, children? Land. Okay, land transport. So under land transport, different types of transport or different modes of vehicles we have seen. Isn't it or not? So especially these land transport, means of land transport, we have seen in cities and towns. Isn't it or not? In cities and towns. So in cities, so what are the modes of transport used? What are the means of transport used, children? We have seen yesterday. So for people to travel from one place to other place, or to move from one place to other place, or to go from one place to other place, within the city, within the town, or from one city to other city, from one place to other city, okay, from one place to other place, etc. Isn't it? So what are those some of them? So you also have learned under difficult words. Yes, children? Cars, buses, scooters, motorcycles, yes, auto rickshaws and cycle rickshaws, isn't it? So all of them are. Of course, you find for transporting of goods, trucks or lorries, big lorries. When you travel on the roads, you will find big lorries carrying lot of goods. So they carry goods from one place to other place, or they transport from one place to other place. Okay. And in villages, so what are those that are used, children, especially in villages? Okay. So like tongas. Okay. And what else? Bicycles, tractors, bullock carts, isn't it? So all those that are used. Okay. So all these we have learned. Also we have learned about, so one more land transport that is different from the vehicles that are run on the road. So other types of vehicles, okay. So transport that is run on rails, okay. So yesterday we have seen all these. Okay. So yesterday we have learned all these, children. So once again for you to see or to revise. So this is only I am revising, children. So in villages they are used, and other types of transport, okay, that are run on rails. So what are they called as? They are called as railways. So which are the vehicles run on rails? Trains. Okay, trains run on rails. Okay, so that's what they are called as railways. Okay, so there are also different types of trains. So the trains that carry the passengers, they are called as passenger trains. Trains that carry goods, they are called as goods trains. And in metropolitan cities, in big cities like Kolkata, Bengaluru, Delhi, Hyderabad, etc. and all, you find metro trains. Okay. So these metro trains are used for a local transport. So within the city, big city. Why? Because they are very big cities. So these metro trains are used to move faster. Okay. So these are. So up to here we have learned yesterday. And one more thing to apologize, children. Yesterday and parents also yesterday, I told that I will be sharing the screenshot of class work. But as soon as I started sharing, so there was a power cut. So I could not help. So that's what today. So definitely today I will be sharing after this lesson. Okay, children and parents. So now children, now we will continue from where we have stopped yesterday. So all these we have learned yesterday. So they are under land transport. Okay. They are under land transport. Okay. So before we move on to the next means of transport, that is water transport. So we will look at one more important thing that we have to learn, children. This is okay. Now look here. Look at the smart board. Different vehicles have got different wheels to move on land. Okay. So all the vehicles that move on land, they have got different wheels. So vehicles definitely with the help of wheels they run. Isn't it or not? So without wheels, they cannot move. Okay. So variety of vehicles are there. Okay. So now if you look at, these are different types of wheels they are used. Okay. So you are able to find out. So which wheel is used for which type of vehicles among these four. Okay. First one. So it can be used for tonga or for a bullock cart, etc. And this one for bicycles and cycle rickshaws. And next one for cars. Okay. So and okay. So what is this? And the next bigger one you have got, okay, for buses, tractors, and trucks, lorries, etc. Okay, different types of wheels they are there. Okay, and next you have now vehicles driven by humans. Okay, some vehicles. So like what are those vehicles driven by humans? Okay, riding by humans. So one is bicycle and other one is cycle rickshaw. Okay, so bicycle and cycle rickshaw, they are called, okay, human driven vehicles. Okay, so humans drive. Okay, so they are slow moving vehicles. Why? Because they have to be, okay, driven by humans. That's what. So by people, they are slow moving vehicles. Next, animal driven vehicles are there. So what are those animal driven vehicles? For example, okay, tonga, okay, and bullock cart, isn't it? So they are also a slow moving vehicles, little bit. Okay. So in comparison to first one and second one, there are vehicles which move very fast. Okay, with the help of engine. They run on engines. Okay, they run on engines, and these engines require petrol, diesel, and CNG. Okay, so or CNG. Okay, and what are those some of those vehicles which run on engines? Okay, so with the help of engines, the fast moving vehicles, they are cars, buses, scooters, motorcycles, okay, a lorry, truck, etc. Okay, so they, of course, trains also and planes also, helicopters also. Okay, so all of them require fuel. Okay, so they have got powerful engines that run on petrol, diesel, or CNG. Now petrol, diesel, you know. Now what is this CNG, children? Okay, CNG also is one type of fuel. Okay, that is used for vehicles. So CNG is, okay, compressed natural gas. Okay, and we also have got at home, that is called LPG. Okay, LPG, that is liquefied petroleum gas. But this is CNG, compressed natural gas, that is used in vehicles. Okay, So in the place of these, petrol or diesel. Okay. So this is also very, very important. Why? Because so we are learning about different modes of vehicles or different means of vehicles. They run on different types of wheels. They require different types of wheels. Okay. So now from here we move on to next, water transport. Okay. So water transport. Next we have means of water transport. So what are the vehicles that are run on water? Only in water they can sail. Okay. So moving. Now ships sail on the sea. Ships. So you must have seen. So in the picture you find here. Okay. So this is a ship. So here you find water. Okay. So they don't have any. Okay. So they wheels and all, they sail on water. Sailing means moving. Okay. Moving on the water. Okay. So sailing means traveling or moving on the water. So ships sail on the sea. Okay. And in the sea, okay, so you find the ships, boats, okay, so some of them, okay. Now we can travel from one country to another country, not only from one country to other country, but from one place to other place. Okay. So especially where there are many rivers. Okay. So now here ships are used to move from one country to other country. Okay. And there are also boats. Okay. So that run on the rivers to move for shorter distances. But ships are used for longer distances. Okay. So now we can travel from one country to another country by a ship. Okay. So why? Because one country to other country. So it consists of thousands of kilometers, the distance. Okay. The distance consists of thousands of kilometers. That's what. So the ships are used. Okay. And next, a ship takes passengers and goods from the seaport. Okay. A ship takes the passengers and goods. So not only passengers, but also things or goods, okay, are transported by a ship. Okay. So where do these ships take passengers and goods? At the seaport. So you can see here, children. So where? So ships are anchored. Okay. Ships are anchored or stopped. Okay. So you see people moving. Okay. Goods are also being loaded. Okay. Seaport is, okay, loading and unloading of ships. Okay. Seaport is a place. Now we have got a bus stop, bus stand. So what do we do in bus stand? So we get into the bus, we get down from the bus. When you go to the railway station, so you get into the train and you get out of the train. Okay. Where the trains stop. Okay. So, and next, airport. So where the planes stop. So you, okay, by airplane, if you want to go, so you go to airport. So in the same way, if you want to travel by the ship, okay, so where do you go? To board into the ship, okay, or to load the goods or things, you go to seaport. Okay. So this is a seaport. A small ship is called a boat. Okay. A small ship is called a boat. Ships and boats are means of water transport. Okay. So now here, so small ship, this is called as a boat. Okay, children, this is a boat. So once again, you look at, this is a ship, this is a seaport, and this is a boat, a small ship for shorter distances that is being used. Okay. So when you go to picnic places also, when you see, okay, pond or lake, so for riding, okay, boat riding you go, isn't it? They are very small. That is only for refreshment or for enjoying they are used. But ships are used for transporting goods and people from one country to other country. And small ships, they are called as boats, which are also used to okay, to transport people for shorter distances. Okay, so next we move on to, so what is the other mode of transport, children? Third one, air transport. Okay, so air transport, means of air transport. So now what is this air transport? We can travel in air. Okay, in air by which vehicle, children? What are they called as? Planes. They are called as aeroplanes and helicopters. Okay, so aeroplanes and helicopters are used, okay, to travel in air. So those are the modes of vehicles which run in the air, which travel in the air. Okay, aeroplanes and helicopters. They are means of air transport. Aeroplanes and helicopters are means of transport. Now, aeroplanes are the fastest means of transport. So, they cover so many thousands of kilometers. Okay, from one country to other country to move. Okay, to go. Okay, we use aeroplanes. We go by flight. We call also, isn't it? So by aeroplane or flight we go. Okay, so suppose from India to America or India to Germany or France, Spain. That means India to, okay, so or Africa or Australia. So whichever country you want to go, you use, okay, we use aeroplanes. Why? Because they are fastest means of transport. So small example for your understanding, I will tell you, so how fast they are. So locally also, not only from one country to other country, but locally also from one major city to other major cities, these flights are run. People also travel. Okay. For example, to make you to understand in a smaller way, I'll give you example. Now, from Vijayawada, at Gannavaram, we have airport, domestic airport, isn't it? Suppose, so your, okay, your father or mother or, okay, so your family members wants to travel to Delhi, okay? So from Vijayawada to Delhi, okay, they want to travel. Okay, so they want to travel by flight. Why? Because they want to go faster. So flight time takes, okay, just 2.5 hours. So within 2.5 hours, they reach Delhi. But if you take other means of transport, for example, trains and all, if you take, okay, it will take 24 to 27 hours of time. And by road, if you travel, it takes almost 32 hours of travel. So now we understand, children, how fast these aeroplanes are. Very fast they are. Okay. Now, so this is aeroplane. Next we have helicopter. Okay. So helicopter. So these helicopters are mostly used in hilly regions. Okay. So not only hilly regions, but for shorter distance also by private people and all they are run. So now hilly regions. So hilly areas. What are these hilly areas? Area which consists of lot of mountains or mountains, big mountains. So there also you find people, especially in our country in Himalaya. Okay, so Himalaya mountains. These Himalaya mountains